close victories that NRG has gotten, more specifically against Evil Geniuses and 100 Thieves overtime, last round of regulations. And I think what worked the best for NRG is just looking at the sheer trade fundamentals that this team was able to show when they were going for these executions with a more standard comp on this map, Riv.
Yeah, the way that they were playing more around Texas pressure, how, like you said, they were able to anchor each other on the swings. It just seemed much more comfortable. Let's see if they're back in their wheelhouse here against Cloud9, who puts them on series point here. I should say match game map, if they can take it. NRG looking to bring us to a third. It would be on Haven if we did get it, as it's actually going to be quick here inside the site by NRG. They're gaining space, and it's going to be actually a Jenny plant real fast. Wall does not get broken as it secures, and it's going to be a tough exit here, but C9 already closing.
It was a little bit too far to throw the fragment on a retake here for Curry, but already 4 players of C9 flooding back into the back of the site. Hayes, though, able to stop her rotation out towards mid. The push
for the wall!
Curry, unfortunately, so that allows Som to get the kill. But we are sticking onto the spike. We have the shot darts in. They all miss. Snake fight on the ground. But now somehow, they actually stop the defuse, and Ethan cleans it up. Okay.
What? That was a fraction of, oh my god, what a spicy ending to that round. NRG grabbing their first pistol of the series. Watch this again. Wall comes in. They're then forced to pressure in. Like, this becomes Armageddon mode. And they run forward. Oh my gosh. Oh, NRG squeak by with their first pistol of the series, as I changed what I should say there. Let's see how they've advanced into this next round. Ghosts all around, actually. They're actually keeping it on a low buy here. Spectre to Som, and that's going to be covering B by itself. 4 ghosts, actually Headhunter and 3 ghosts to cover that A. Let's see if they can get back in. They're actually going to go towards B here. I figured they'd try to keep those close, but they're still going for longer range onto B. X holds the backside. And again, Hayes just going to play mid. We'll see how many times he can do this. He already gained 1 impact frag from this position, so it feels like he has a good read on it here as the rounds go forward.
Definitely feels like an even round. If you're looking at what we have in terms of weaponry, there's some that has a stronger buy with the Spectre, but maybe it's going to be those shields that's going to save the day here for NRG, because we have a nice stack from C9 if the gamble is going to be towards that site, but after the Yellow Drone, it's going to be a late re-hit from NRG into B here.
1, 2, 3. Yep. Easy util to take site. Textbook.
Spike planted.
And this should be a quick B long hold. 1 or 2 at yellow, and they're safe to go. Tech's still on that rotation, so he might creep down mid just a little bit more here once he sees the backside of somebody feigning the first shot and not taking it. No sound for him just yet.
This is going to be huge here. First 2.
Oh,
looking for the third
there's
here.
3.
He's going to connect onto that one as well. A
Hat-trick.
5 on 2. Tex trying to look for that 4th one, but it's not going to happen. So no highlight reels coming out from that shooter.
Good enough. Come on, that's good enough, man.
You know, because Leaf is going to do it instead. Look at that. Headshot
Don't
to that
say
one
it
as well.
so.
And now it's a 2 versus 1. Of course, the spike is going to go off, but you're trying to make it expensive, and you had for a bit. And it's 2 unanswered rounds now for NRG.
Spicy for you to live there. Oh my gosh. Tex coming up huge on that one. Tex with the turkey. He comes up with 3. Just clean. And his timing was waiting as well for what would have gone under a tube, right? So he's like, I probably got a few more seconds. Nope, 3 members in my face. And that's what we've been waiting for from Tex, right? He loves those 1v2, v3, v4. Bring them on. Situations, right? Keep them coming. And his Headhunter is very deadly once it comes online. A little bit of pressure towards B to start here. A bit of the same play without that quick lurk towards mid from Hazed.
Nice little combination, though. Flash to not allow the recon dart to get broken. Knife towards yellow. Force a bit of rotation. All of NRG, rather, now towards the A site. But Prowler on mid now confirms from C9 that there's nobody lurking from NRG in that area. Vanity looking to delay, as we're making a lot of noise from NRG on the attack. Taking cover towards the A site. Zeppelin gets the first blood into this round. Make that even the second one. Needs to get the spike down here for NRG. already has C9 all across the map here on the A site.
This is actually pretty incredible from Zeppa there to be able to get those first few fags. Oh my word.
Yeah, but some answers back, and even Ethan there with the Guardian in the face of Mitch. Now in a 2 versus 1, as Leaf and Curry answers back. Comes down to the 1v1 attempt of a clutch from EU. Recon dart out. We're sticking on to the spike. We're trying to get the wall bang, and we will get it for EU with the Red Bull clutch.
What is it with last second defuses here? Oh my gosh. EU comes up huge on that because that's the bonus. That's the switch round for C9 to start carrying the economy in their favor. The normal way it goes with the Red Bull clutch is the way it will fall through. And I was saying, Zeppa had some amazing shots there. That's another pre-minute into the round that NRG is going into plant. So the fact that Zeppa is able to get 2 when NRG thinks he should be backing up and NRG is going to take full part of the site is huge. Yeah. But they still get the cleanup, janitorial duty by EU. Absolutely huge plays there. And they put C9 back onto a lower buy. It is going to be some sheriffs with a hero on Leaf. Let's see if he can make that Champ Phantom go to work here.
It was one of those rounds where whoever lost that one was going to be in a huge deficit in terms of economy. This time being C9, hero rifle for Leaf. Couple of small shields, though, as we had a little bit of jiggle peek from both chambers on mid. Something that we'll see very often on this map these days, especially with the range that we still are playing on the rendezvous available from these chambers. Leaf also overextending a little bit more, and that overextension becomes an invitation from Tex to get the first blood.
Not terrible. His buy folds into an ultimate next round so he can hero on this and still have a weapon. Unfortunate they were not able to capitalize on a Phantom buy, though, and that's going to be protected for a little bit. That weapon, they figured it's going to pick it up. I think they let it go now. The Prowler comes out. It's going to be too much to grab that Phantom, but great job by NRG to shut that down right away.
Still very quiet, though, for NRG, and finally trying to move inside that site where Hayes is holding towards the bottom of that back A site. Trying to get a plant here on the top of the A nest. Actually, it was looking to be towards default. It's going to be towards deeper inside the A site. But with the weaponry, things are looking pretty good for NRG to capitalize into the round. Thankfully, we pick up the Phantom that was left behind earlier into the round, but Zeppa could not get a kill with that. Prime giving flawless for NRG.
Not what I expected to see off the rip here from NRG. It's not a slow start. They're confident still in what their strategies are. You see that they've shaken off Breeze. Smart elevated play by Tex here to get things going. They have actually recognized the push from C9 on Tube a few rounds in a row. So they check it again here, conditioned to it. And they do pick up the only Phantom on the round. We'll see the Tour de Force come in. We see it ready for Leaf as the rest of the team is able to now get into a buy. NRG here pressured once again on a full gun round with focus towards A. Trademarks over towards B to protect the flank now.
Good call there for Leaf with the tilde false, which is why they had that hero rifle in that previous round. Tries to go for that big control once again, but the KOL cancels it out. And Tex answers first once again, but Vanity's in the back of the site. That's the KOL down. Still allowing NRG to move forward, but the wall breaks the timing on that.
Yield.
Yeah, at least we'll try to get a play.
Spike planted.
Mid-site res, you gotta love it. Oh, they go for another one, double res round.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. Res right into the deck. But at least Rants are back on the top of 410. It's a 2 versus 1. He's looking for the clutch. Hiding behind the generator. And a Prowler spots him out, though. I love the position from Curry of how he's standing towards the air, basically being a standing camera. But the trade comes out to allow for C9 to get the first round into the board with some perfect trading of capabilities on the retake.
Really nicely done there. You gotta say NRG overheated a little bit trying to get that, and then he reses it. It takes so long just to get KO up. Another res while you're back site, and it's already been 10 seconds. The team, Cloud9's on you, right? They're suffocating you, and I think just a little bit of an overheat there. Love the play, though. Imagine if they both come up, literal, just like revitalization team. You can't kill them. They all come back in the round. That would have been immense, but it does not work. C9 able to capitalize on one. Vanity stripping down to the judge a little bit, but he loves it there. He'll be able to use that very effectively.
Yeah.
As now Tour de Force comes out on the other side, answered by NRG this round.
Bringing back the never-done playstyle is Vanity, looking for the Viper's Pit and also playing with the Judge, of course, instead of a Bucky.
Boom.
But that covers up the B site now with that pit.
All right, this is going to be interesting because NRG have planted every round so far on IceBox. Let's see how they can get into the site now. They're being funneled towards A with this Viper's Pit. So C9 should have a little bit of a run towards that. It's going to be a rendezvous out and a retake from what it looks like already, because C9 is leaning more towards just kind of audio grabs. Like look and see where Zeppa is, right? If Zeppa can just get a hear on somebody over here at Electric Box or that nest, easy. Rotate back over. They are...
The timing. The tag there onto Som. The knife doesn't hit him, so he could still keep this forward position, and finally the Hunter's Fury and the Snakebite flushes him out. A great position from C9 with the stack that they had on middle, pretty much having both extremities under lock.
You get the wall up.
Time to play the retake.
Okay.
Welcome to my world.
Oh, dueling Viper's Pits across the map. Looks like NRG had something in mind of their own. Tex is going to open that up on Leaf. What a big frag to start off, taking him down out of C9. This is always boded well for NRG.
Off of Hive, second shot misses though with the quick scope, and Zeppa answers back with a 4-on-4. Retake attempt inside the pit, the knife coming out, no flashes available for the retake. Actually, there's one available for Fury, and they're waiting for that timing after his reload. The flash comes in, but what a turn from Som. That's only 2 players left.
Oh, Zeppa
Instantly taken down by Ethan.
I love it. Zeppa high jumps in, and they do grab him. The 3rd round in a row, Tex is able to get the first kill on Leaf, and the impact has been
3rd in a row.
So big. So big. Absolutely incredible. We talked about Leaf coming online. The rest of the team as well. I'm sorry, about Tex coming online. The rest of the team as well right now, helping out there. And NRG, again, get into that site, get themselves some position. And we're now going into round 7. 5-1 now. What a day and night from Breeze, the map we just saw.
Oh, yeah. A lot of emphasis on this mid play from Tex on middle. Allowing these first bloods allows all these rotations and these hits, or confirm the hits. So we have a little bit more support this time. But again, another one of those situations. I mean, this is just Tom Cruise going back every single time that he comes to life and just tries to study every single round. Thankfully, at least they had Mitch trying to help out a bit, but Mitch couldn't come out for the trade. Thankfully, Hayes also dies, so that's no smokes coming out on a hit from NRG on the A site, if needed be.
Another first kill, would you say? Oh, my word.
Yeah.
Tex, absolutely ridiculous, Van Silly. Just not stopping this round. Hayes has fallen within the battles around. We do see that happened over towards A with a quick shot. And it looks like they still will command. This is the first time we've seen C9 actually taking B control down long and showing a flank here. So they're trying to get a different read on NRG round 7 now. Because NRG's been all over the place and always getting that plant down. Maybe another round here. They can pressure. C9 has the right call, though. 3 members waiting in A. And they're setting up the pause utility.
Still staying alive in the back of the side. Nice flash by Som. At least Curry falls.
Zeppa again.
Back with the Spectre. They have a res for C9. It's a 2 versus 2. Spike is down, and we're trying to find where the lurk is at. And it's EU around the corner, and it's looking for the freeze, ending with the classic, and somehow it works. Only 1 left to go. Tex with the spike, and as soon as he puts it down, Mitch comes in for that flank, and it's a thrifty round for C9 to win.
Huh? Emote? Oh my word. Yeah, things happen that should not have happened. We can mark that box off. But still, C9, you got to give them credit for being able to pounce on that round, find the few frags that were correct, get to the right positions to read how NRG was playing that. But a lot of chaos there. Just a lot of chaos, and around NRG should have picked up. We still have a lot of money for NRG, as we say, a lot. 8,600 there for EU. No ultimates on deck for them, but Cloud9 feeling like they might be able to figure out what's going on. A lot of pushes has happened. Leaf finding himself going down for 5 first deaths so far in this match. So a good switch up there to keep him on the board for the rest of the round would definitely put a few more in that column of rounds for C9.
Vanity calls out the timeout, with them actually winning on a thrifty. Took him 19 rounds to pull out a timeout from the first map till now, but that's one of those moments where you're trying to calm down the senses. You're picking up some weapons, you built the economy, and now it's time to stay focused within the game. Vanity's probably calling something for NRG at this point where it's been fairly slow, and how do you answer back onto Texas' position on the top of blue? And their answer for this round seems to be, let's just give it to him.
Yeah. Playing the line of scrimmage on defense right now. Actually, we might get a peek here. Out of Leaf. He wants it. So he's going to be the only one on B now. They actually start to play more towards the double lean. Push up now towards A. They're taking space. More knowledge. See, Cloud9 want to delete opportunities for for energy, but it's not working with Hayes getting a frag there.
Yeah, but Vanity's there too. Gets spotted. No shot, so that forces Vanity to fall back. And what started before? Oh, I was going to say a battle on mid. Good conditioning from Tex before where, okay, they're not fighting towards the tube. Let me try to walk up. TP's away because there's a Sage wall. And then Som, well, should I say Curry waits for him on the top of mid and drops him.
Leaf's like, I'm not peeking that. You can. You go peek him. He's going to be on the box. No doubt about it. Really good read. Like you said, conditioned to that. And if they can find a fight there, C9 have to go to those little things they can get 100% of. One of those was the mid fight. Plant comes down here. Leaf looks for a rendezvous push towards the bomb to see what util he can grab and who he can mess with here as he waits for the rest of the team.
Plant
just out of range.
Perked up the res from Ethan, so we have a res on both sides from both stages. A tap onto the site, trying to waste the utility. The late lurk coming out from Hayes that was trying to look towards the A side before. And now it's just utility dump after the second tap. Som looking to trade with his teammates, but he doesn't need. They don't need his assistance yet. And finally, Mitch fights back through the walls, but against 3 players, going to be very difficult there. NRG are looking finally pretty good on their attacker half of IceBox.
Yeah, super clean there. And nicely done to, I wouldn't say read what C9 was doing, but C9 calls a timeout. In a few rounds, something different's going to happen, right? C9 start to push the extremities. They're all the way up on belt. They're starting to push, these simple pushes that come up. Hazed is ready to trade one, and they stop that flank. They stop immediately what C9 had actually set up to do. So NRG's doing a good job at kind of feeling out that there's going to be a different play, right? Not reading them, but understanding C9 may start to pressure differently, and they absolutely did. Here again, C9 are going to 3A push, and they have the B extremity too. Oh boy.
Spike down.
Caught one off guard at least. I made it.
I bet you EU is happy. Oh, Hazed isn't happy though.
Nope. But C9 definitely are, because look at this push towards A main, and
what is
everything's just dropping one by one for energy.
Do it again.
Now there's no map control, no information. Thankfully, it's 2 initiators that are alive for energy, but that's nothing available and up for them to try to go for a plant into the site. Knife now, Leaf in the back, not affected by the 0 point that came out from Som. ADSing 2 bullets left into the chamber of the Headhunter and uses both for that kill. Som's on his own on a 4 versus 1. Is dancing around orange. Still has a flash fragment available.
Oh, he hears this.
Lots
Elephanting over.
And the wall comes up. This is going to make it difficult, yeah. That's the round coming in, just trying to win this fight right here. He'll get it onto Leaf. Gets a second, and not even the third. Another Thrifty coming in for Cloud9 into this first half.
However they can string them together, or piece them together, I should say. None of these rounds have been strung together for Cloud9. I think we have to notice that. Energy is able to come back, tack on a little bit more, and that becomes really difficult because you want a full buy into these rounds. So imagine being Vanity right now and getting your money, buying in 450 credits, and you're put back on 1,900 credits next round, right? That's what Energy's been doing, continuing to reset C9's money after they win a round. If they can do it again here, they might just be able to close this out at a 9-3. C9 really need this round right now to change that pacing. To see how they can do it, the operator is there for Leaf, Crew to force his next round, so he's not worried about that buy we just talked about.
Yep.
Because he can go for the ultimate. C9 trying to just put all the pieces together right now to find these rounds.
You're just going to try to commit off initiator utility on the A side, Sage wall plant, while again Hayes is going to look for the lurk. Nice little knife coming out though from Curry. Spotting 2 players, including that KO. Already seeing that slight rotation from Vanity, slowly walking back to take boiler control.
Yeah. Slow play from Leaf. Very rightly so. Keeping him alive has done a lot for the C9 squad, and being able to retake is a little back and forth shimmy here to make sure mid's not being pushed. Make sure they still have this long B control. And look at the push weight here, actually, by Tex. They've got 2 pushes from A, right? Cloud9 has wanted that aggression. Now let's see if they can defend the B hit.
That's just such good utility there from NRG. The lineup for the 0 point.
Just enough.
Then the recon dart, and indeed, yeah, the pixel plant at least. Could have been a small error on the box there for Ethan, but it works out for the plant. But they executed that with a null command. But here comes the counter ult back from C9. It's pinging a lot of players. One in the back of the side, too. We're trying to go for the full defuse. Curry's going to get all that information. A counter wall coming up from
again.
Mitch. We're sticking on to the spike, and we get it here this time for C9.
A lot go down in the end, but C9 grabbed it. A very pivotal round to grab. I don't know how they did it just off a smoke plant. They do lose their members. So along with getting the round money, they're going to be able to buy again, which is pivotal. Like, they would have been done if they lost that last round for a few more here. So C9 really squeaking that one by. It's not the first time. And I think the last time we watched C9 play, they had grabbed at least 2 or 3 pivotal thrifty round diffuses like that behind smoke or in smoke to capitalize on their rounds. That's, as crazy as it looks, that is not something C9 is a stranger to.
Yeah. You finally see it around history. C9 stringing in 2 rounds in a row where, again, one of those games of VALORANT where you convert the bonus round for one of the teams, it just makes it so difficult to get any type of like turning point for the other team unless the ult comes out. You're learning a little bit of what's going on here in NRG's playstyle. And again, ever since C9's also been giving up this middle, instead of trying to force that battle between Leaf and Tex and putting Leaf on extremities with the operator, it seems to be gaining more map control and better information for the team on defense.
That's a great call, Vansili. That the Leaf and the Tex matchup we saw towards mid was crippling what Cloud9 was able to then further do within the rounds. After their timeout, changed a lot, right? Curry comes back and he puts one in between the eyes of Tex. We have Leaf playing back, playing on the rendezvous is a little more safe. And NRG has a harder time to break the defense. A little ulti here, pit right off the bat, bit of a Pac-Man over towards the A site. Looks more like a duck, kind of. Rubber ducky on A. And C9's now 2 away from capitalizing on the 6-6. It looks like they won't go for too heavy of a push this time. It's now going to be Leaf, however, that does get in a pretty peculiar position on B long. But he won't see the action. It's going to be a 2-3 split, and maybe the 2 go full mid here. This would be wild from NRG.
Very wild. Because the only thing that they'll get mid control with is a poison orb. And they're just going to have to play the surprise with the orb coming down. No flashes to assist them because both initiators are working towards the A site. You see, speaking of initiators, it's the Prowler coming out from Zeppo instead. And as it finds no information, you had an early rotate in the back of Boiler, and they rotate back into A. Very, very slow round from NRG here.
Under the tube is going to be the play, possibly going the flank towards mid screens. Are they ready for it, though? Great kill on Sound to start things off.
It. They definitely knew it for C9. At least Hayes gets that kill. We still have Ethan alive. We still have Vanity alive as well. With the pit looks up, gets the dink and the kill there onto Ethan. Thankfully, with that Spectre. Then inside that pit, NRG, EU fights back. Close range, thankfully. Leaf has it till the false. So that shoots a little bit faster. And the advantage goes back for Cloud9. 16 seconds left. The res comes out. And unfortunately, EU missed the ropes to grab the spike that was on top of that pipes. And a small E this time into the error column. C9 are 1 round away of tying things up.
And the way they're playing now is giving them so much info, right? Leaf up towards B, not getting the first kill, and he hasn't the entire map, but it's the info he's grabbing. That's what we're looking for. He let them all know, hey, there's no B. Mid was covered, trademark in kitchen. And if you are C9 on defense and you don't see that headhunter shooting at you from belt or coming into sight, just like you called it, Vans, yes, they are looking mid. They're looking for a lurk, and rightly so, because the 3 members of NRG did not present Tex on the way into main of A. So really smartly played by Vanity and the rest of the squad to call the looks, call the angles, and shut down NRG to look for that 6-6.
Yeah. Now the operator work with, trying to use it towards the close. Oh, nice TP. That was so close. Song was just there. They try to capitalize on the kill. But that space gained by NRG for an attempt at the A-side plant. 4 players. Hayes on the other end of the map once again.
Spicy.
A little bit of a delay, yep. Couple of utility coming in on the defense. But this is all to kill time so that Hayes could actually get this lurk.
The delay is perfect. Oh, Hayes has to move. Lace it up and run, but this is going to have to be some perfect timing. They do get the plant down, but it is now covered by C9 members.
Fighting back, Pace just spawned one coming in towards the top of the site, but it's still going to be Zeppa that wins it. The one that got
so
spotted.
close.
EU has a Hunter's Fury though, so this could be good. Shock darts coming in, and that's going to guarantee the kill onto Mitch. You delighted by... Oh my god, that was so good. What awareness going in for Leaf. Now the rest of the Hunter's Fury doesn't get the kill. The defuse comes in for C9. And what started off to be a very good start for NRG, looking that he had control of this map, C9 fights back and ties it 6-6. Let's see the continuation of this matchup after the break. It's a brand new slate for the second half of this matchup between C9 and NRG. 6-6 now moving into the pistol round. C9 catching up after a dominating first half from NRG.
4 starting rounds for NRG, 4 ending rounds for C9. A little bit of a mix-up in between. A sweet first half sandwich coming in here for map 2 on IceBox. And C9 doing it much differently. We talked a little bit about Leaf first kills coming in. Had 7 on Breeze, but he hasn't found any this time. And it's not, oh, well, Leaf hasn't found any. C9's playing it differently. He's back, he's waiting. Let's see if they start differently on this one as well, since we know Vanity to change things up and not give you the same look. And they've already showed us a different first half here on defense. Now C9 on attack, they are going to go towards B, Vancillion. They're real close to Tex.
No TPs, but a headshot still. That's a great start. The best you could do from Tex in a one-and-done position. Forcing now the plant coming in from Leaf. He's looking to play at least some sort of TP post plant with the rest of the team.
Double yellow. Like it. The flank still coming in. Late lurk from Vanity. And they're going to be all-knowing now once they start seeing the members. Great shot by Zeppa to start things off.
Quad wall, horizontal, pushing forward is going to be Zeppa saved here.
What are these diffuses?
But the bus sticks out, right click from Leaf. At least that's going to be it. Thankfully, the late lurk from Vanity, as you mentioned before here, Riv, is able to seal the deal for C9 to win another pistol. That's 3-1 in pistol so far in this series between these two teams in favor of C9.
I think we got one of those bunny hop right clicks out of Leaf. You're just like, oh god! You're just like, wait, did I jump there? I think I jumped. He's like, whoa! Nicely done. Well, a little squeaky move there to get himself into a nice strafe peek and shot. 7-6. C9 grabs that pistol, so they share pistols on this map so far. C9 continues their rounds in a row to 5 now. Going to be a deep 0 point. And that's a good clear. Look, Leaf and Vanity are right on top of that, right? If anybody's within range there, they're showing because it didn't fully go back to yellow. Oh, Tex is still within range. Leaf down. Leaf down.
And unfortunately, another one of those no first bloods coming in from Leaf, but comes out in favor of Tex. But Vanity! Oh my god, misses the shot, but at least got the information. Now we're swinging back out. That is utter confidence coming out from Ethan. Didn't care at all, but Zeppa is fighting back out the orange site. Is going to get the third kill onto EU. 2 versus 1. And that is going to be it. Zeppa saves the round right there after a little bit of a fumble from Vanity.
That's the second round in a row now. Tex has gotten first, even on the pistols here. So nice for C9 to be able to turn that one around. Tex just feels like out of the gate, he's got that hot shot, and we have been seeing it round to round. Definitely a big impact here for NRG, but it's about C9 right now. Coming out 6 in a row, able to capitalize on these rounds nicely without losing too many members. Easy peasy 4K for Zeppa. That's going to be a nice nightfall when they need it early if they have to shut down NRG. And here comes the bonus round. Let's see what C9 can do. If they can get this, they're going to be looking so dominant in the second half.
Yeah, it's actually not too much of a bonus round here. They have a couple of Vandals going into this round. 2 of them are at 0 credits, including Curry and Leaf over at Cloud9, but the scaling seems to be very similar into the early rounds, but because they're scaling, it doesn't really clear out yellow. So Tex allows to dance around like that for these 2 kills. Job's done. It's exactly once again. Spike down. And now it's re-picked up by C9, and we got to reset.
4v3 here. A little bit of a scramble now by the side of Cloud9, losing all those members. They lost Mitch too, right? That's their way into the site, a safe plant. And also, what could be a safe plant over towards A, but let's see. They're going to get there sooner. I think they know it. The Leaf's going to be the one to make sure that is the truth. Look at him just get into sight, so confident and ready to take the first fight.
Yeah.
Always and forever. Leaf on the front line.
And you had an early knife from Psalm 2 towards screens, and that not ping anybody, they know that nobody's pushing towards the screens, so you could take the early control of that spot. Also allowing Hayes to go for that retake from the back lines. But Curry, though, puts his foot on the ground, preventing players from moving in from energy. It's a 3-on-3, and this battle's about to ensue towards that flank and even towards the front. And it's all in favor of C9.
Sweet dreams, asshole.
Up to there.
Such good comm, so clean. The timing was there. The amount of time it would have taken Hayes to come around. Zeppa had his eyes on the flank. Zeppa turns around for another cleanup on the top overhang. Just really nicely played by Cloud9. Immediately losing two, right? This has to be a mid-round call. You lose your planter, walls out, can't do much about that. It's the utility you need, so you have to reiterate. And they go right towards A. And a big prop to Leaf again. Leaf just charged into A site, looking to take that fight or looking to damage somebody, so the follow-up could still be there. Cloud9 are executing on what they know they have to do, and they're not scared to do it.
And just clutching too. Mind you, that was a 3 versus 5 on that previous round, and I think I counted at least on my fingers another like 4 versus 5 that was converted back onto C9, including thriftier rounds against NRG. So it shows that there's a little bit more miscommunication, maybe some misplays coming out from NRG, which is totally different from what we saw in their early runs so far of the LCQ. They almost look like a clear favorite, but C9 are definitely fighting back and brawling into here, as NRG are going to be on an eco, looking for a push and a fight on mid, but unfortunately Hayes got caught from behind. Som trying to line up that kill on the team. It's not going to work out, and that's just going to be C9 once again, almost going into a flawless, only looking for one more, and he's so far away. And that's the player that's been shining so far. At least the only player for me that's been shining for NRG, being Tex now with a duel defense.
Teleport's ready.
I feel like if any team were playing against C9 in this situation, right, against an eco round, you would not have done that because you expect Vanity to be somewhere with a judge. But all 5 of Cloud9 go into that tight spot on the eco round of energy, ready to take the fights and actually find the perfect angles. So smoothly played there, keeping each other protected, getting the angles opened up. And really, we had not, that's just a different look, right? We saw that a lot on Breeze from Cloud9. They had gone to sites, and then you get these mid plays when they're going to give Energy a new look. And Energy did not expect that look whatsoever. Hayes didn't, unless he had eyes in the back of his head, and that is not the case. Operator here for Tex coming out. Let's see how they play this one out. That is going to be over towards B, as per usual, where we see it just down the long range, trying to get early information. And C9, they're still moving up pretty fast here, but not receiving too much utility from Energy's defensive side, so maybe a little bit of a guessing game here.
Well, the guessing game is going to be a confirmation soon, as we saw the Alto come out on defense that just got shot off. KOL coming out too on the attack. Slow up is going to try to slow things for a bit. Wall gets instantly broken up. We could try to go for some sprays if we can. Crawlers to try to reassess. And this could be a full rotate back towards this B site. But we still have Tex waiting there with the op. Big battle coming up against Hayes.
Yeah, Vanity's waiting for a push or moving up. He made a little sound, so I think he's trying to cut for a second before he moves again. But it does look like a re-hit A for the time being with guard towards mid. Nice control by Energy, anchoring sites, not giving up too much here. Still have a lot of preventative utility, if you will, between KO and Sage. So they can look to continue to pause at 30 seconds now. C9 getting back into the site. Utility is about to cycle here, Vansili. Let's get the second hit.
Exactly, and again, another flash recon that came out from Energy to try to get some information. It didn't ping anybody out, but already with 18 seconds left on the clock, and the second wave of utility seal the deal that the hit's coming towards the A site. EU in the back of it on the top with Ethan at the bottom. The high-low, but Curry answers back for 2. Now back in an even situation, Spike in the favor of C9 on the pulse plant. Now only up to Vanity. Spotted towards the boiler. And he's just, oh my god, how did Hayes stay alive? How did Hayes stay alive?
With the wisdom.
Now the jump spot.
The operator.
EDSing. Speak. And Tex connects.
Tex. Great trigger discipline there on Tex. That could have been an easy double peek there and just a kind of a flick shot. Wow. Vanity did some amazing deterrence there. Like, coming over, I think there was a moment you could have seen on the minimap where I think he put a few in Tex's shoulder, and Tex was like, wait, someone's at B with me. Delaying Tex even more. Unfortunately, NRG had already done the damage in a site, and they do take that round. They stopped the bleeding. That was 8 rounds in a row. If you look at that from Cloud9, they were on a streak. Let's see if NRG can get that blood back and pump in here for these next rounds. Tex with the operator still, Leaf with the tour de force.
All right, 8 rounds in a row, won by C9 until we finally turn it over for NRG. Here the duel de false coming out from Leaf. Tex with his own operator, playing the same position as Leaf did before on defense. Early 0 points, gonna spot out Som. And Ethan's gonna play the information. Behind the wall, if they break it, forced to rotate. Flashes coming out from Som could go for the double swing too. But C9 are just cutting noise and walking up, trying to get an entry with Leaf's duel de force.
Nice little quadrant he gets to play in there with the wall. Flash over for a delay. You see again a push up. EU looking for audio, looking for presence. With the operator down long B here. This is the second time C9 tries to run this, but they don't have the flank as per usual, right? Vanity isn't off on the side. Wall's about to come up over screens. Stop this eye. We'll see if they can answer.
That was a huge knife from both ends. Lots of information picked up, and what do you do with it? You're rushing in towards the screens. It's a judge out too. But Ethan and Som are trying to hold as much as they can. EU with the long-range judge cannot get the kills. We're trying to get the snake bite, and the Viper's hit in a shock dart actually drops the spike carrier too. 18 seconds left on the clock. Leaf with the duel de false. Vanity at 1 HP.
Last player standing.
As he's inside that pit, Hayes stops it.
Oh my
That
gosh.
was a clutch Viper's pit by Hayes in the end.
That was so smartly played out as well by Cloud9 as they got into the site, because I think looking at the way that Ethan played his wall, that's something we saw in the first round becoming very problematic for the plant and defuse, right? We saw C9 try to come in, or I'm sorry, NRG try to come in, get the defuse with the plant and wall and whatnot, and then just it becomes so tough. So waiting for Ethan's wall to go down, knowing he used that utility before re-hitting, became really smart for C9 there. But NRG still on the retake. Able to get it back. Nicely done by them, keeping a few rounds in their favor. Operator push here from Tex. Oh, he's going to hold it back just a little bit to keep himself safe.
I don't really think I saw the second rendezvous point placed down here from Tex, so he's just trying to stay posted up to make sure that the pipes is under control. And that's because also the trademark is on yellow. Leaf is walking right into that.
Should be able to hear it as he... Yep, he just pinged it. Not a problem. He's like, wait, can I actually get on either side?
and Zeppa also picked up an orb, so they have a Nightfall ready. Still a very slow round for C9 and looking for a pop. This is all a ruse.
Yeah, I can see this also being a late res if they want it. It's up. It's there. If anything does happen, they have enough time to pause the round, go back and find what this res is needed. But still, that was a lot of look for where they could get the pressure. Hayes is actually not looking again and gets taken down by Leaf as he just walks himself into the site. No contact other than the Nightfall.
Almost pulled out a rotator from the defender site, and that was going to the EU as screens, but now is there to support and help out if he can. Hunter's Fury, because of his position too, we're just going to try to stick it, and we are able to at least get the plant down for C9. Gap in the wall. Vanity trying to look through for the rotations at screens. 3 players from NRG in the back of the site though. We know at least the 4th player is coming through screens, and the pings are coming out from that null command. No post plant utility available for C9. A push forward going out from Som. Manages to stay alive for a bit. Zeppa then drops him. Off, back into the headhunter. Deep with the wall bang. Fragment on the ground, and it's just going to be C9 holding the pulse plant. And EU trying to hold on to his gun. Not going to happen.
Cloud9. Really, I'd say after the timeout of first half, really starting to turn things around in the way they were playing this. And just the way they were positioning, how much early info they were trying to get on defense. Once they started playing a more line of scrimmage, back into the defensive side, they became so much more effective at shutting down NRG. And now, carrying a lot of that momentum into the second half here, being able to figure out how to shut down NRG and get these rounds planted. They've been doing a great job of getting into the site, even when they lose Mitch early. We've seen it time and time again.
What I'm not liking right now, from what I'm seeing, is NRG on a broken economy, and I've seen this situation before where the economy has been in shambles on the first map on Breeze, and indeed the push is coming out from C9. Not as slow as before. Already committing inside this B site, clearing out towards yellow with the haunt, and also a push from the front of the site. Though we still have 2 Vandals available for NRG for the attempt to retake Snake Bite on the ground. That's huge. We stick onto the plant. We're trying to do some body damage. Nice underhand throw, but Curry lines up 3 kills. Looking for the 4th here. He puts a fragment on the ground. And a headshot to Hayes. Ethan on his own now, as he's so far behind. Even now, as he breaks the trademark, they know exactly where he's at. And this is looking to be a great position for C9 to be at map in series point.
Curry serving up the Vandal dish right there to the side of NRG. Leaf answers with the final frag of that round, and it's going to be game series point for Cloud9 here on IceBox. They have been able to turn it around so quick, not only giving up 2 rounds in the second half, right back in their favor. NRG will call a timeout. They're now pressured down into a bye. They were hoping to be able to fight for what would have been getting it not OT, but now forced into it, and it's going to be real tough in this situation.
Yeah. What I've been liking for NRG's defensive setup, though, is having Tex on that yellow site at B.
Yeah.
Because of the way that C9 scales into a fast green take, they're throwing a KO knife from spawn, following up with a Prowler and a Recon Dart just to try to get a fast clear towards green. But that means you don't have a 0 point that clears towards yellow, forcing maybe Tex to TP away. There's only maybe a haunt that goes onto the ground, but Tex has done a tremendous job, like a beautiful job to dance around yellow to at least do those one and dones.
Right.
To give a chance for NRG to get anything on defense. Only getting 2 rounds so far in this half, Riv.
Yeah, it does seem like now they're avoiding Tex too, right? Whenever like, okay, he's gonna be yellow, sweet. We'll peek that a little bit. Maybe if drone's available and we don't need it for the take, we use it, right? Well, not drone, they don't have it, but if they have that util to use from
You got meteor drones with
Fade
Prowlers,
once
you know?
they get in there. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So moving up onto this last possible round here, C9. They put the pressure on. 2 looking down boiler already. They're just gonna drop off. Boom. Forward goes 1. Leaf. I'm sorry, Tex on that rendezvous, ready to get a shot down mid through the orb.
Yeah, you're right. I think I led you into confusion by talking about a recon dart earlier on, Riv, into that analysis, which is probably why you talked about the drone, so that's fine. But I'll take that, but not Curry. Mitch then answers back, looking to get the res if he can, but it's just going to be a down KO for now. Somehow, it's a long-range res.
Yeah.
Zeppa on the ground with the Prowler out. And again, after this timeout, there's only a rifle left for Som, a Vandal in his hands, a pistol and Headhunter for Tex, a Sheriff for Hayes, and a Spectre for EU, but still a player disadvantage. Ooh. Spotted by Leaf. That now initiates C9 to push forward off the rappel, but Som still lands that kill onto Zeppa. Underhand flash for Curry to get the kill, putting a lot of value in this KO so far. 3 on 3. Now Tex picking up that Vandal. The res coming up too, but they can't push through because there's a toxic screen coming up on the defense. So it allows the res to come out for C9, and they're booking it back towards B.
This is where we see Vanity shine, right? The recall, what's going on? Obviously the team's giving input left and right. There is... Oh, what are they going to get out of this? Oh, Hayes does get the shot into Zeppa. Splits the D, but Leaf is going to be able to answer back here. So now they have been picked apart a little bit in their rotation, and NRG are wise of it, but still don't have the position.
Spike planted in a weird position. Vanity is going to be a nuisance right now for NRG, as he's still holding towards the back of A. Recon Dart to try to clear it out because they understand that Vanity is still somewhere towards this A site, but the crossfire is also there towards B. The swing from Lee spots them both, and that allows Vanity to go for the flank now. The tap onto the spike, the swing out from Leaf, but it's won by EU. It's up to these individual duels, and it works out. Oh no, Vanity.
Oh, Vanity.
He's just playing around with it, playing with his food. And EU doesn't get the kill. Mitch wins that fight, and it's C9 winning the series 2-0.
They will go on to face 100 Thieves, but this matchup was Cloud9 again, showing us that Vansili, there's adaptation that they have there. They can identify